is Alex from CG Training Group. As we provide CPR classes and also all kinds of firearms classes, I wanted to bring something into our series of videos that are coming up that I've always considered we should all have if you're practicing something outdoors, any kind of activities or sports, even having one in your car, or if you're at the range shooting, kayaking, even in a go bag, or even at your daily bag that you use to go into work. I work at a school as well, so I carry one of these in my backpacks as well. So one of the things to consider is to make it small and just the necessary items that I'm going to need in case of something happening at the range when I take some of my students. Considering that in the ranges they will have their own trauma bag as well as trained personnel there, but I want to make sure that if something happens I have enough training so I have sufficient immediate things that I can use in my range bag that I can just pull out and help that person out. So this is a first aid CPR pouch, and it has just a few essentials. So let's go on to those few essentials so we can actually cover them and talk a little bit about them, okay? So right here we're going to make sure that we have some latex-free gloves. You want to make sure that if you're attending somebody who has a wound and that they're bleeding, that you're obviously not touching the blood. So that's why we want to have the gloves also to protect the person that we're taking care of. Here in the bottom I have an open, what we call face shield. So it's basically a protector plastic that you're going to put on top of the person's face as you're providing the breaths during CPR. It has a carbon filter in the middle to protect you and to protect that person from any illnesses. Further down here, if we look, we got some gauzes, bandages, and then we have some band-aids here at the bottom. We have different sizes. Then we have some safety pins. On the top I have a tourniquet. Right next to the tourniquet and between the flashlight I have duct tape. The importance of that is that I can use it just to pretty much help out in any bandaging or anything like that. In the bottom we have the face shields. Those are folded, so that's how I would store them in the pouch. Right on top of that we have a flashlight just in case all of a sudden it gets dark or I really need to be able to see what I'm looking at because it's in a shaded area. I can actually use my flashlight for that. Multi-tool, so I can cut things using a scissor or knife or whatever I need. Next to it a Sharpie, so I can do my markings on my tourniquet or on the person. A pen that has a sharp edge in one of the ends, so in case I have to break glass. That's the pouch in the back. And then one of the most important items here that we really don't think about, but it is essential, is this is a first aid, American Red Cross First Aid CPR IED quick guide that we use in our trainings here. Why is it the most important part? It's because these items, I know exactly how I can use them and how I can really help somebody, but it's because of the training I have. If I didn't have that training, these would all be items that are probably useless at that point, right? I need to know how to do a proper bandage. I need to know how to use a tourniquet. I need to know how to do my compressions in case there's a person that is non-responsive or they're having heart failure. Then I can actually do the compressions, and I can also do the 2 breaths while doing the compressions, so that way I can help them out. And then other conditions that I would need were, the Sharpie comes in hand for many things, marking time of the time that I put the tourniquet on the person, or just doing any other marks that I want to make sure that I mark for information that I want to make sure that the EMTs get when they arrive to help out on the scene, okay? So these are just some basic elements. I'm not going to talk about brands or anything. You can find these in Amazon, Walmart, any place. The pouch is a It's got several zippers, and it just fits in really well anywhere. It's not that big. So go out, seek the information, find what you need. At least here you have a recommendation of some real basics that you could use on a pouch that could actually help you out in making sure that you still continue to enjoy everything, just being safe and having fun with it. Let me put everything together in the pouch and I'll show you what it looks like, okay? All right, so this is how the pouch looks like when it's packed up. You have the tourniquet here in the front, you have the pen here. In the first one, I have the face shields, I have the bandages, the duct tape, the safety pins, and then we go on from here. I've got everything that has to do with bandaging here in the back. So I got the roll of bandages, the gauzes, right? I have my Sharpie here, and I take 2 gloves and I put them back here where all the bandaging goes. And I also stuff my pocket tool in here, so that way, in the event I need it, it's right there. Close that up. So as you can see, we got that compartment all settled up. And this compartment, I throw another pair of gloves in there, just in case if there's something, I don't have to go into bandages, I just go in here and I just take care of these gloves. And as soon as I use them, then I make sure I replace them. So that way I replenish my kit all the time. This is the only thing that stays outside, and I keep this right next to it in my bag. So as you can see, it's not that thick and it's not that big, and it fits in outside pockets of like a range bag or a backpack or so. And I've got enough things that will help me to help somebody in the event that something happens at a range, okay? Well, hope to see you soon. We're gonna be continuing to post more videos with little techniques and little things. I'll be showing some firearms and some modifications on some firearms, and a whole lot of stuff coming up soon, okay? Hope that was good information for you and it keeps you entertained, okay? Remember to go to cgtraininggroup.com, cgtraininggroup.com, and check our website to see all the new stuff that's coming up and all the training that we provide.